because the animal couldn't break, right? It couldn't collapse under the weight of the assignment or the weight of the responsibility because it was important. This was a extremely important responsibility. The crop, everything, the planting, the crop, the harvest of the farmer's livelihood, his family's livelihood. Everybody ate off of this. The whole farm. It all depended on the task of this one task, right? And it depended on this one animal. So the farmer would usually pick an ox, right? Because the ox is not only strong, but it has endurance, and they're able to pull heavier loads, and then pull those loads for longer periods of time than any farm animal, right? Any other animal. They have strength to bear. So now the plow is heavy, right? And it's burdensome. It's hard to pull, right? So it seems unfair to the ox that it has to bear such a heavy weight, right? To the ox, it seems cruel. It might seem harsh, right? But to the farmer, it looks necessary. The farmer depends on the ox for one of the most important tasks on the farm, right? Because the farmer knows that no other animal can bear that kind of weight, right? That kind of responsibility like the ox can. So I learned a lesson that some of us are selected for suffering and selected for a specific suffering because God depends on us to suffer well without breaking, right? I'll say that again, that God depends on us to suffer well without breaking, right? He depends on us to be long suffering. So you think that you're weak because you're under a load, right? A heavy load. And you think you're weak because it's burdensome, right? You're under the weight. But you're not weak, you're just being weakened. And that's a difference. It's a big difference, right? You're being weakened under the weight, under the load. And that's called fatigue. And the pain of that fatigue is causing exhaustion, and it's distorting your perspective. You're under the weight, right? Under the weight of suffering. Just like the weightlifter, right? Under when you're under it, it feels heavy, right? And it feels like you're weak. Under it, you feel fatigued, right? But the weightlifter's not weak. He's just being weakened, right? It takes strength to even be able to bear the weight and not be crushed by it, right? Now, it hurts. Yeah, it may hurt under the weight, but don't make the mistake in thinking that the weightlifter is weak, right? Because it takes the strength, not weakness, to bear that burden and lift that weight.